Good morning. I am Alige Lingappa, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Government First Grade College, Sirigupa. Today, I am going to discuss about Kirchhoff's laws. What are Kirchhoff's laws? What about the statement of Kirchhoff's laws? Then explanation of Kirchhoff's laws. Kirchhoff's laws. Kirchhoff's, we have two laws. Kirchhoff's current law is also called as Kirchhoff's first law. Kirchhoff's voltage law is also called as Kirchhoff's second law. Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law together called as Kirchhoff's laws. So now we will discuss about Kirchhoff's current law, Kirchhoff's first law, simply it called as KCL. To determine the amount or magnitude of the electrical current flowing around an electrical or electronic circuit, we need to use certain laws or rules that allows us to write down these currents in the form of an equation. The network equations used are those according to Kirchhoff's laws, and as we are dealing with the circuit currents, we will be looking at Kirchhoff's current law. Then what about your statement? It states that current entering the junction must be equal to the current leaving the junction. It deals with the conservation of charge entering and leaving a junction. This idea by Kirchhoff is commonly known as the conservation of charge. So now you see the diagram where I1 and I2, they are the currents entering the junction or node, and then I1 and I2, the currents leaving the junction, say I2, IT. And in this simple single junction example, the current IT leaving the junction is the algebraic sum of the two currents, I1 and I2 entering the same junction. That is, IT is equal to I1 plus I2. Note that we could also write this correctly as algebraic sum of IT minus I1 plus I2 is equal to 0. In other words, the algebraic sum of all the currents entering and leaving a junction must be equal to 0. Sigma in is equal to sigma I out, that is sigma in minus sigma I out is equal to 0. Then Kirchhoff's voltage law is also called as Kirchhoff's second law, that means KVL. It says that in a current loop of an electrical network, the algebraic sum of the EMFs is equal to the algebraic sum of the products of current and resistance in different parts of the loop. That is, sigma E is equal to sigma IR, where sigma E that indicates the summation of EMFs, sigma IR that indicates the algebraic sum of IR products. To apply KVL, the directions of currents in various branches are assigned arbitrarily. Then they traverse either in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. If the current in a branch is in the direction of transverse, then the IR product is taken as positive. If the current in the branch is in the direction opposite to that of the direction of flow of current, then the IR product is taken as negative. If a cell send a current in the direction of transverse, then the EMF is taken as a positive. If a cell tends to send current in the direction opposite to the direction of transverse, then the EMF is taken as negative. Then consider a simple circuit as shown in the figure. So look at A, B, C, D, E of A. That means one of the electrical network, where E1 and E2, they are the two cells which are connected in that loop or mesh or electrical network. There are many resistors, say R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. They are connected in different manner, where I1, I2, or they are the currents flow in the circuit. So just to see the diagram. Applying Voltage law to the mesh ABE of A, then plus I1 R1 plus I1 plus I2 R3 plus I1 R4 is equal to plus E1. Similarly, for a mesh BCDEB, minus I2 R2 minus I1 plus I2 R3 minus I2 R5 is equal to minus E2. Similarly, for the mesh ABCDE of A, I1 R1 minus I2 R2 minus I2 R5 plus I1 R4 is equal to E1 minus E2. So based on this sign conventions, so Kirchhoff's second law is an illustration of law of conservation of energy. That means energy neither be created nor be destroyed, but which can be transmitted from one form to another form. So thank you.